Hello and welcome back to the Byzantines. So, we have been increasing our army strength a little bit, and we looked at some men-at-arms last time, but I never actually bought any. I considered it and then never went back to it. So, I think we're going to buy bowmen. I think bowmen make sense for us. They counter skirmishers. I think that skirmishers are going to be the most common type we're going to see, and they're not very expensive. I did consider ballistae. Ballistae might be an alright option, because they counter spearmen, and spearmen are also very common, and they are stronger than the skirmishers that we're likely to find. However, my problem with that is that we can get 100 of these for the same price we can get 50 of these for. In fact, it's actually a little bit cheaper. Now, what's the main... or although the unraised maintenance actually is high, the maintenance is higher on the bowmen than it is on these guys. That's interesting. But, anyway, where was I? That means that these things are, these bowmen are actually providing us more damage per gold spent, if that makes sense. So we're going to have, like, effectively double the damage and double the toughness that these guys have, because we're going to have double the number of bowmen. So, I think this will be a good idea. I think this makes sense for us. So I'm going to create these, and I'm just going to increase them to max size. So that's cool. Now, this isn't our full army. If we want, we can make our army even stronger. We could go to imperial armies, and we can actually upgrade these as separately as well. In fact, we got 10 men-at-arms that we can get here. Now, I do have to pay for them out of my own pocket, but we could buy them. The reason why these are less valuable than these armies is that these are title armies. And the problem with title armies is on succession, these go to whoever, like, succeeds us. It doesn't go to us, which is a problem. We could, in theory, go get some of these guys. Yeah, we could, in theory, request troops from some of these guys. Although it says we have to be allied, have a hook, or be his liege. Which is interesting. Why are those the requirements? I guess we could ask our liege for troops. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I guess... Wait, okay, no, I understand. Request troops, it must be your vassal. Potentially, yes. And then ask liege is not ask my liege, it's ask this person. Never mind, I was getting confused. Yeah, so I could potentially ask people for troops as well if I need them. Although that's probably only for external wars, not internal wars, if I had to guess. But anyway. So now we've done that. There is a disease coming in here, and somebody said that Enter Seclusion is available, and I just missed it. Which, you know what, I believe. Seclude yourself? I don't think this is Enter Seclusion, right? No, this isn't Enter Seclusion. This is Seclude yourself for stress. So stress, invite claimants, recruit, develop capital, train for tournaments, that, change imperial aspirations, retire, gather faction support, embrace silk production, embrace heresy, commission icon, government confirmation, found a new kingdom, strengthen bloodline, consecrate, petition to Belisa, found holy order, restore Epirus. I don't think we can seclude ourselves in the way that I want to seclude ourselves from this plague. No, I think we're fine here. I think it's only going to pop up when we actually get the plague in our lands, which is unfortunate. Right, we can also station some men-at-arms. Also, I just realized we can station these guys as well. But no, it doesn't tell you about that. It only tells you about these men-at-arms. That's a little bit of a bug, I think. Because it should in theory prompt you to station your imperial armies as well. Because why wouldn't you station these guys? It literally just makes them better. Also, they get an increased bonus, weirdly, compared to... yeah, they did get an increased bonus compared to these armies. So these must get another modifier on them. Huh, okay. We'll check the them in a minute. Also, I just realized we do have some siege units, which is quite nice for us. Yeah, let me check the them. So this them is a military them, right? So, men-at-arms damage 10%. So it's calculating that in here, I think. Yeah, I think that's only men-at-arms that are within the Imperial Army gets that benefit. And if I check Cephalonia, it's got the same thing. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. So actually, these guys, although they are temporary, they might be worth investing in because we're getting more bang for our buck with each one of these guys that we get. Huh. Okay, cool. Anyway, we need to find some land if we're going to change our culture into another culture, or if we're trying to try and merge. Either that or we have to, yeah, we have to diverge. Okay. Oh yeah, we're also only 17 months away from this as well. So once this hits, this is kind of when we want to do it, because then we'll have access to early medieval. If we don't do it at this point, we're going to have to wait this timer again, I think. Like, if we were to diverge right now, I don't think that we'd get the progress on the timer. So I think we should wait for it to finish, get early medieval, then pivot. Unless we've got a reason why we don't want to be early medieval. I want to be that for the extra cultural tradition, so... Anyway. Is there somewhere that I want? Is there also somewhere weak nearby? How about over here? How about Crete? Has Crete got a unique culture? Nope, it's Greek. Ah, well... That's not going to help us. We know we've got Lombardy over here in some land that we do hold. Yeah, so we got some Lombardy here. It would need a couple of years of us raising acceptance, but potentially could be something good. Republican legacy should be really, really good for us, because city holdings will give more taxes, development, and levies, and we can hold city holdings as we're admin. So getting over here, I think, would be very beneficial to us. Any others around here? I guess Croatian, it's not that far out. Is there any Croatian land which isn't underneath East Francia or Italy? Also, could we fight these guys? We could maybe fight Italy. They're not that strong. Okay, so if I wanted to get this singular piece of land over here for Croatian, is there anything in it I want? No. No, this culture has nothing in it for us. At least nothing that we need right now. Bosnians within East Francia, which we can't fight. Bulgaria. I mean, we could have a look, but I don't think Bulgarians got anything for us either. No. Yeah, we don't really want to go that way. We kind of want to maybe go south into, like... I don't know if we want to go into Egypt. No, none of these are really what I'm looking for here. That's some good stuff for new men at arms, but I don't think we need that. Yeah, there's no culture that's giving us what we want. I don't know what we want. That's the other problem. I'm looking at these going, none of these cultures give me what I want, but also going, I don't entirely know if I would know it if I saw it. Yeah, I think I do want. I think I want this one. I want Republican Legacy. So if we want Republican Legacy, also they're already early medieval, so we wouldn't. The 17-month timer wouldn't have even counted for these ones. So there's no. So if we're going to merge with them, it makes no difference whether we do it before or after that. It's going to be after that because we don't have the acceptance, but just thought I'd mention it. So if I want to get this bit of land off of these guys so I can merge with Lombardy, I'm going to need 1,000 there. We can always switch heritage here. So we could be like bureaucrat. We could stay with bureaucratic and instead have like heritage be Latin or something, or language be Italian. Probably the heritage Latin is better for us. Something like that. And that would get us city planning as well, which is something I want. We would have, like, say, we'd have all of these ones. So we'd have that, plus we'd have Republican, so we'd be something like... We'd look something like this. Maybe religious patronage we'd keep. Yeah, so we'd do something like that. Okay. And then aesthetics, what I do with all of these pretty much. I think, well, Eastern Europe, we probably go Eastern European, and then we just use both for all of these. Yeah, we keep Byzantine stuff there, we'd go for both, and then we go for both. Yeah. I think that would make sense for us. Then it would cost us 1,000 prestige. Okay. But we do need one county in our realm to be that thing and have cultural acceptance. Okay. So, this is our target county. This one right here. Who's it actually held by? So it's directly under Basilisa right now, which is good for us because it means that this is our fellow vassal. It would have been worse if they were under a duchy, because then we would have to try and pry it out from a duke. Now we're facing somebody with 82 levies. Okay, so how do I get this? So, how am I going to get your land? I could buy a claim on your land. Would that give me anything, a claim on your land? No, because we cannot declare a war against each other. Instead, they're encouraged to spend influence for appointment, succession, and use schemes to acquire titles. Yeah, I thought there was, yeah. There's something we could do here. Maybe I would... Yeah, maybe I want to influence my candidacy for this. Can I do that? No, I want to try and get myself in charge of his title. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain I can't do that. Yeah, he holds it directly. This isn't a governorship, I think, is the problem, right? Yeah, this isn't a governorship. So how did we add it to our government? So when we were looking... I'm trying to figure this one out. So when we looked at this one here, we have a lot of stuff. We have assumed governorship. We have a bunch of stuff in here. Boundary dispute. So attempt to bring one of his neighboring counties under your governorship. Do I have to have a neighboring county to be able to do it? Maybe that's what I need to have. Let me try someone somewhere further away. Like you. They must neighbor you and hold a neighboring de jure duchy in most of its counties. Okay. I mean, we could buy a claim and see what happens. I don't think it's going to give us anything, though, having a claim. So how are we going to get over there? Is there a them that this is under? That this should be under? So you're part of the Duchy of Salerno. But is not currently a them. Yeah, so how do you... I guess a them is just created when Duchy is created or something? Maybe you can create them as the Emperor. We haven't actually played as an Emperor, so, or as this type of Emperor, so we wouldn't know. I guess I probably want to group by house, right? That might be easier. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to turn it back to the way it was. I'm used to it now. Okay. How much does it cost for a claim? Let's just have a look at this from a base level. It costs me basically no piety for a claim. Alright. Let's buy a claim. Let's see what happens. I bought a claim. So it cost me nothing. I can't declare war for it. Can't do anything with my claim that I've just got. Okay, so that's not going to get us anywhere. Succession. It'll be inherited according to appointment succession. Candidate with the highest score will get it. Yeah, okay. But there's no candidates. So how do I get this? Okay. I can influence or undermine him. Request appointment support. Can I request appointment support for your title? No, you see, you can only do it for thems. Apparently there's a kingdom. Is there actually a kingdom title? Hellas. Oh. There is. Okay. I didn't realize you were a kingdom. Okay, cool. Can I create a kingdom? That's another question I have. Just as like a random aside. Nephew is next in line for Cephalonia. It recalculated it as it opened this. Ah, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. I have everything, I just don't have the money. And I'm an administrative governor. Yeah, so I would need to be the emperor, I assume, to do that. Maybe just having the claim will make the emperor give me this. That's a hope, right? Maybe I can petition the Basilius for this? Can I see petition in here somewhere? I would need to go into... Actually, is there anything in here that I can ask for? Depose, raid estate, damage legitimacy, foster legitimacy. Okay, request administration change. Yeah, no, in here. She is in an army, so therefore I cannot petition her. What army are you leading? You're probably leading in like one of those ones, huh? Yeah, that's annoying. Okay. Just considering my options. You know what? I'm going to just put a little cut in here and I'm going to see whether I can find anything. Okay, I have done some investigation and as far as I can tell, I can't find a way to do it. It just simply seems like it's not there. If you know how to do this, then please let me know because as far as I can tell, the only way that I'm going to get this land is either she gives it to me, or, which I might be able to do via petition, we haven't seen yet, or he gets put underneath a duchy and it turns into a them, and then I expand into the them. I can't see another way that I'm getting that bit of land, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I mean, I could also try and get myself as next in line to a them, but like, there's no way to even like push myself in line for the succession. It's just simply not an option. Like, I can view succession, but there is nobody here, right? There's no way to get there. It's not a them that I can do anything with in here, right? So, yeah, I guess I basically just have to hope that it becomes a them at some point. I have no idea how you're meant to do that. So I guess what we want to look for is land which we don't that currently is not within our realm, so I can expand into it. So maybe Benevento is a better choice for us. But I did find something else, though. If we right-click on ourselves, we have schemes that are activated via right-clicking on ourselves, which is unusual because usually right-clicking on yourself doesn't really do anything of particular note. The main schemes are promote, so we can just do a promote scheme on ourselves, but we can also expand our power base in order to increase our investment capacity. And then we have elevate governorship, which answers one of my earlier questions. So, elevate governorship lets you attempt to establish a kingdom rank governorship if you have the requirements to create the kingdom. So, this seems like something we should try and do on this character, because we have two thems which are within the same kingdom over here. So we should try and create a kingdom tier governorship, which would in theory also give us this land, which could then give us land that is Lombard. Aha. It's a plan. But I need to get up to controlling before I'm allowed to do that, which means I need more influence. I am gaining 12 influence per month, so we're going to get this really, really, really quickly. But I need to think about that. Benevento. Who are you allied to? You're allied to your own vassal. That is not a good alliance. You got 300 troops. That is not a good number of troops. You have no money. You may have realized that's not a good amount of money. Naval county expansion. Definitely. So, attacking for the county of Foggia. I would gain influence back. So it cost me 92, but I would gain 100 back. Okay, so I gain 8. Fame. Allies would get stuff. All your glory hound vassals, all one of them will be happy. And then he'd get the same prestige if his side wins. Actually, wait a second. No, his allies get it even if I win. Oh, okay. It cost me 200 prestige. Yeah, I should do this, right? There's like no reason not to do that. Probably. Let's wait for our army to like reinforce up to max size, then we'll do it. Because there's also no reason not to wait for that. Because, you know, it just seems like a thing we should do. Although, I said that we'll gain 8 from this. That's not entirely true. We will also gain something else. Because although we're gaining influence, we're losing influence and then we're gaining 100. That's actually so much more beneficial than I initially realized. Because this... Is this called anything else? This is called level of influence, which is just... Let's not worry about it. It's weird. Because it's not the same naming schemes that the other ones have. But this would actually give us 100 progress towards this, even though we're only getting 8 as a as a net benefit to our actual influence amount that we hold, because this is an amount of influence that we have gained over time, rather than a current marker of our influence. Why am I saying it's not the same naming scheme? Okay, we've got prestige, and then level of fame. You got piety, then level of devotion. So you're gaining piety, you're gaining devotion. These are separate. These are separate. Influence, level of influence. Well, that's the same word. You've used the same word twice. Renown, level of splendor. I'm just saying, it's not very consistent. That it's usually a different word so that you know that you're gaining something different. Anyway, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Is the disease actually in my realm? Not yet. Okay. Our liege has entered an entrenched regency. That's because they're off leading an army, which is fine. Learning perk available. I'll grab Scholar, which is absolutely incredible. It gives you development growth. It reduces development decline, which isn't happening, but will happen probably at some point in the campaign. We're going to gain 3 learning, and hostile schemes are more successful, and personal schemes are more successful. Great. Exactly what we want. It's just generally very, very good. Interestingly, hostile schemes and personal schemes. You would think this should potentially also now include political, but it doesn't, so there you have it. How many men do we have now? Also, are we still a powerful family? It's been changing a lot. Yes, we're definitely still a powerful family, although we've lost 5 since last time. Yeah, we still need to wait a little bit. I'll have the screen open so I don't need to keep opening and checking it again. The Egrets of Aetolia. My master of the hunt, Akakios, brings word a beast spotted my realm. I'm hearing much talk from Aetolia. It said there are many excellent prospects for hunting thereabouts, with many a worthy egret seen roaming the valleys. Bird sightings for 3 years. Nice, makes our falconry better. To my vassal, please consider this proposal. Converts to iconoclasm. No? I'm feeling no is the answer here. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling no to that one. Mental break, no time for myself. I will go on a run because there's no penalty for that. Faction targets the Basilius. Oh yeah, really? The Basilius who just changed her religion, huh? You think there might be a few factions against her there? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. How are our troop numbers looking? They're looking okay. Give us a few more. We got 30 more. Ah, we've had this one. This is Zenobia's first enrobing. She is a princess of fashion, which also lowers my stress. Nice. More factions opposing the Belisa, including ones for pushing claimants in charge, which is mainly because they're Orthodox Greeks, I assume, although also with smallpox. So, smallpox, by the way, which has just refused to enter our realm. It simply is not allowed to enter our realm. It's that simple. You just simply tell the smallpox no, and then it cannot do anything. Okay. David comes of age. I'm proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. A natural administrator from birth, it should surprise no one that David has come this far in his studies of the management of the realm. Displaying a thorough understanding of the flow of gold and the wanderings of people, he even expresses a remarkable creativity in dealing with these matters. Georgia's contributions towards David's education cannot go unmentioned. Her lessons have given David valuable knowledge for his future life. Level 3 education. Okay. We'll take it. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Very reasonable stats. Let's find you a spouse. So, let's start with marriage 1. Start with marriage 1. There we go. Just needed it to be clickable. I just need to unpause and pause again. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Fertile, inheritable, not a ruler, not lowborn. Yeah, that'll be fine. How many have we got? We've only got 11. Okay. There we go. Let's age difference 5 it. Gets us even less people. Just seeing what we got. Maybe sort by age. Just give us a nice easy way of sorting. I think that you're probably a great option. You're Coptic, which isn't ideal, but you are intelligent and the right age, which would give us a high chance of getting it would give us a high chance of getting intelligent for the children. Also a very high chance of one of the children getting a genius trait. Melissa's the same thing. We'd have to wait 4 years, but she is also Orthodox, and it'll get us an alliance with a Terma. Could marry a quick person, which would give us at best intelligent, but should still give you a high chance of intelligent or quick. Could marry into another physical trait in order to get a combo, get multiple physical traits. I think really the options are between the Nubian and the Greek person here. Let's maybe go with the Greek person. It gets us a vastly inferior alliance, but that's okay. Are we going to hold a grand wedding? Let me just check something here. This will determine whether I'm holding the grand wedding. Are we at early medieval? No, so I can actually hold... hold the grand wedding now, it'll be cheaper. Because it will go up by 25% when this hits. So yeah, let's hold the grand wedding. Does mean I have to delay my war. Actually, no, I'll hold the grand wedding in 4 years. Never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. I'm holding it in 4 years. For some reason, I was like, oh, she's 17, but that was the other one. No, this is fine then. No grand wedding. We can always do a grand wedding at the time if we want to. Yeah, let's not lock it in. We don't need to for opinion, so... Or not opinion, for acceptance, so that's fine. Right. When's our next child? 14. So 2 years. I was just seeing if there was anything else I could do, but I just realized that there won't be anything else that I can do because I'm not his guardian. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay. Alliance formed. Cool. Don't care. Hopefully they call me into nothing and I never speak with them again. That's nice to have, I guess, if someone attacks me. Not that they really could. Because admin ones can't attack me, which means that basically I'm saying, like, maybe the Byzantines get a feudal vassal that attacks me, but most of the time they're going to be it's going to be these guys attacking the Byzantines, not anyone attacking me. Right, Benevento. Declare war. Naval county expansion. Definitely in for this one. Not going to call in any of my allies to this. We're going to absolutely crush them. They still have no allies. They still have no money. I mean, they have no allies, no money. What are they going to do? I mean, they could get an adventurer group for free. Yes, they could get an adventurer group for free. But what can I do about that? Pretty much nothing. I could hire some mercenaries. Seems fine to me. Are you getting on boats and coming to me? What is your plan here? Oh, educate Bridget? Who's Bridget? I think I've said that I would say that. How did you die? Drowned. Sick, being sickly. Yep, that's that's definitely a way to die. Smallpox. Yep, that'll do it. Any of you named Bridget? No. Wait, were you a great-grandchild? You might be a great-grandchild. You were. So I needed to educate you. You are still in my court. You're being educated by Marcos currently. Yes, okay. You need to have your guardian removed. A new guardian who is a genius. Who is intelligent. There we go. Can be put in charge. We're going to put my court jester in charge. Wonderful. Right. Religious head changed. The iconoclast clergy have proclaimed Patriarch Niketas as their head of faith. The second, which is interesting because they've just proclaimed him head of faith. So the first one had that name, it got destroyed, and then he's been recreated with the same name. Or like the next, when it's been recreated, the next person who took it over took the same name. That's kind of interesting. New nobility. There is a new noble family called Drosos. Triumph without wrath. Alright. There's a lot of new families. There's also a lot of new powerful families. But realistically, none of them are affecting us. They're all kind of like down here somewhere. We'll interact with them if they Are you really gonna land here? Are you stupid? Yes. Yes is the answer. They're recently disembarked. There's 2 years in debts. I get to defend in mountains. We have more commander traits and we have more soldiers. They are incredibly stupid. Like this is pretty bad for even by the AI standards. We should like they will be crushed. Yes. Yeah, that was pretty bad by the AI standard. We lost 2 troops. They lost 400. Alright, I guess I'll go siege the war goal. Do I have anyone who's worth war score? Nope. Alright, who did I get? Count Ursus. Okay. Well, I can get 50 gold. Do I get anything for letting you go? Can I do anything that would be beneficial here? Blind, castrate? Probably not. I think I take my 50 gold for you. You? Probably just like, I don't know. Get a hook and ask you to leave? I don't even want to convert you. I'm not that bothered about what your religion is. Give me a hook and then go away. It's fine, I got 50 gold. Is this the guy whose land I'm taking? I'm taking some of it. Okay. That's fine. Arrange betrothal. You would like my daughter Zenobia to marry your son, Kyros. Okay, this will get me an alliance with Drakesian over here. I mean, yeah, it's probably fine. He's Greek, it's a good house. Yeah, it's probably fine. We're not going to marry her matrilineally, because I've said I'm not going to do that and spam it so that we can get knights, so I guess this is fine. I accept, I guess. So it is an alliance. It's not a bad alliance necessarily. I mean, it's 900 troops. It's the best ally we've got. Okay. I'm in. I was just seeing how much it was costing us to get on the boats. It was only costing us 10 gold. Oh no, you raised your troops on the war goal. Oh no. Oh no. Goodbye. They lost 0, we lost 0, because their ones escaped. Although one of them... Wait a second, I recognize you. Were you not just in my prison? I let him go and he immediately joined the army again. I'm like, alright, give me another 50 gold and you can leave again. Okay. Here, we can actually do some more building. See if we got anywhere we can actually build. Oh, we can get guilds. Let's upgrade guilds. Sure. Back over here. Oh, they've got some troops here, huh? Station besiegers. I need everyone to besiege. Okay. That's worrying. Oh, I need to do the thing because although there's a bug with where is it? Yeah, there's a bug with select the holding currently. It shows you the last holding you were in. And you can prove it by doing something like click on this. So this is Leon, then we're going to click over here, then we're going to click on select the holding. Shows me Leon. Shouldn't do that. But you can click in here and then click over if you want to see. We don't need everyone to besiege it. No, we don't need everyone. I guess maybe we do because maybe the armies can't be split up that much. Yeah, the armies probably can't be split into like a nice group. We probably need everybody there to actually siege it. Okay. So we don't need all 900 troops, which is what I was worried about. I was worried that they had like a garrison of 967. But no, what actually is happening here is our army's just in groups that can't actually be split like nicely. So we need them all to actually hold that. Or yeah, we need them all to get that number of troops. If we split off an army, it's going to reduce the number too much. At least when it was calculating it. Although I don't think that's true, because we had ones that were like 70, so we could have split up the 70. It doesn't matter. Anyway, she's being attacked by someone. For somebody's claim on the Byzantine Empire. Yeah, so I'm assuming the person whose claim it is Orthodox. Yes, they are Orthodox. Yeah, so this is basically they switched to Iconoclast, and absolutely everyone went, nope, not on my watch, and are switching back to Orthodox. Yeah. Pretty much one of the reasons I was like, I don't really want to do that. My son has given me a tooth. I will give him 30 gold to reduce my stress down to the lowest level, and I have bought his tooth. I am going to sell it, though, for 40 gold. But, you know, which is a 10 gold profit. That's fine. Okay. I've taken the war goal. I guess I'll enforce my demands. Sure. Greetings, Strategos, Theodosius of Epirus. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So be it. So we now have that land all the way over there, which is now part of Epirus. Great.
So now what I want to do with that is I want to... Let's see here. I want you to not promote culture, to promote cultural acceptance in this one. Yes. I also kind of want our son to be the steward, not you, Marcos. Yeah, I can't... Although I could make him my chancellor, which would make a lot more sense because he's better at it and our chancellor is worse. So yeah, let's switch you in here. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Cool. So this is currently our Torna. That's fine. I could take this as well from you if I wanted and make it the capital or something. Got logging camps, which lowers building construction time, makes us money. Small harbor and log forts. It's kind of alright. What's our worst holding? Do I hold any sub-holdings anywhere? Castle, castle, castle. Yeah, I hold Corfu. Corfu makes us 2.99. That makes us 4 point something. I think I need to get rid of Corfu for this, unfortunately. Corfu can have a special building. The Cassiope Castle. An imposing fortification on the coast. Its strategic position overseeing the channel, separating the island from the mainland, makes it a vital control point of the Ionian area. Oh. Okay, that's cool. What other ones can we make? That's not the economic map mode. What is economic? Economic is Control S, obviously. Yes, because Control E is plagues, in case you didn't know. Control S, there we go. So there's the Cassiope castle. We'll see if we have anything else within our borders. We don't. We have some just outside our borders, but nothing else within our borders. Okay. Wait, is this one? It's just outside our borders as well. Okay. Cool. Although that might... these might be... Wrong one. These might be good targets for us to expand into. Because if we can get this, I mean, like... Look at the bonuses. Those are fantastic. Holder of the holding gets all of this. Which is incredible. How much does it cost? You can't check until you have to hold it. Until you actually hold it. Okay. Anyway. I'd love to hold this. I think I need to give away Corfu. However, do I have a way to get an extra bit of land? So we're at 19 currently. How much would you give me? You give me +4. That puts me at 23. That's not enough. I could switch to a stewardship lifestyle. Because we did get scholarship. We would miss whole of body temporarily. But I could switch here. What would I do here? I would maybe try and get... I would maybe go down here, get centralization to get development growth in the realm capital, try and get divided attention and then switch. Yeah, I guess that's what I would do. I guess that's what I should do. Yeah, let's do this. I actually don't need that much stewardship, though. I could take this one, which might be better to stop people plotting against us. But let's just grab 3 stewardship. Yeah, let's just go for the sensible option. Let's not go for the one that means that if our wife loses a tiny point of stewardship, we suddenly, are back in the same situation. Then she can manage domain. I've also been told that apparently these individual ones have additional effects. Maybe patronage makes educations better. I'll need to look into that more. I haven't looked into it at all. I'm fairly certain the same things with education are the same, or the things with education are the same as always. The better version of this trait you have, basically, the better the education. This trait or shrewd. Like everything else in terms of like multiplier is like much lower. At least from when I remember looking at it. But anyway, that's fine. So now we can hold on to this land, which is great. I don't know which one of these. I'm going to wait for this to... actually, I need to get control to max. I was going to say, I don't know which one of these holdings I want to be the capital county. Because we could, in theory, make this the capital county if we wanted. I guess this has more buildings in it. But, yeah, depending on which one made us more money. Anyway, why don't you increase control here? It'll take you 7 years. That's fine. No rush. Right. And then we have more money, which I will use to Oh no, I guess we could save up for that building in Corfu if it's just, I need battlements. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say if it's just the money we're missing, but we're not missing just the money. Nicopolis. I can't do any of these because I don't have any of the innovations. Yeah, we're already building in here. I guess I could build a new building in here if I wanted to. The Murex Fisheries is not buildable, so... Oh no, let's just upgrade the trade port. Sure, let's upgrade the trade port there. Cool. Right, carry on. There's a lot of like hostile armies near us, but they're all in this war against the Basilisa, so it's not really a huge problem for us. Okay, cool. Oh right, yeah, now this has started. How long is it going to take? So, it has a yearly gain. That's a positive. That doesn't always happen. Recent changes, -2 due to the Greek-Lombard Wars, one of which was ours. Okay, so, it's going up by 0.3. Yeah, isolationist is a problem because it means that it's going to slow that. However, we have the open-minded perk, so we're going to increase that. Current acceptance, 0%. Does that mean this is going to go down by a percentage for its current acceptance? Like, per current acceptance? I need to check somewhere else. Let's check Albanian. Just because it's one that is next to us and has a higher value. It's half the current acceptance is a negative. Okay. And it decays towards a baseline. So what's the acceptance baseline over here in Lombardy? Acceptance baseline is 5, so it's going to decay towards 5 as well. So, Albania decays at 0.27. It's it's 15%. It's going to get to the point where this doesn't go up. That's what I'm basically getting to. This is going to reach a point where it doesn't go up. Yeah, that's a problem. Acceptance baseline. So what have we got? Shared heritage. No, we don't have that. Language? No, that's not going to happen. Faith and religion. I mean, we have a shared religion, but not a shared faith. Ethos within the same region. Nah, I don't have that. All right. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. There is, however, a benefit in here. There's some things that can just make it go up, right? Yeah, you can just get a boost. So if we can get it up to, like, say, 10, and then hold it there, we can, in theory, get boosts and just keep boosting it. Do I have a better steward? No, the other one I have is equal. So, yeah, it's not going to work. Alright, well, I mean, long-term project. We've just acquired one. You are now known as Longsword. You have studied the blade while others were feasting. My husband, have they heard what they call you? My wife Martha says to me while widening her stance. They call you Strategos, Theodosius, Longsword. Spectacular, is it not? Is on the lips of peasants and noble alike. Because for celebration, I think, Martha exclaims with a cheery tone. Well, I mean, that's nice, I guess. It's not the worst nickname we've ever had. Rampant bandits. Let's deal with them. Using our martial or intrigue. Well, I do have some intrigue. Let's try it. I read the report again. Bandits, to whom my law-abiding taxpayers are but fat sheep for the shearing. Indeed, the rough outlaws have put my people to the blade. Villages terrorized, caravans lost. A particularly nasty group of cutthroats have established a firm foothold in the mountains near Agrafa. Until they are flushed out, the region will remain uncontrollable. Alright, so we can deal with them, otherwise it's going to get rampant bandits for 40 years, or we'll deal with it in time. I will go deal with them. I need a caravan master. Maybe I can do without a caravan master. The options are not great. I'm going to go for a mountaineer. There we go. What will be our own caravan master? Cool. Wonderful. I mean, we're only going next door, so. The denizens of Agrafa gladly lead us right to the mouth of the bear's den. The encampment of outlaws lies just beyond, obscured by brush and broken terrain. For what I hear, I judge these foes to be nomadic warriors, tough folk living on the fringes of settled society, so flush with the wealth of my land that they've turned their raiding foray into an extended stay. The foe is not yet alerted to my posse's presence. We have the opportunity to strike however I see fit. We can take them by surprise. We either succeed or we don't. We can try and lay out some tactics, or we could lure them into a trap. A trap, 70% chance. God's wounds. My soldiers' attack was given away by frightened birds. We came at our foe as swiftly as we could, but the clever nomads were on their horses and spurring hard almost instantly. A few of the fleeing brigands were caught and struck dead, but far too few to dissuade the rest from further robbery and raiding. Exhausted, we must return home. We failed, and that means it has a 40-year negative. Request troops. What war are you in? You're in a war for the Thracian expansion of the county of Dukalja? Okay, against Italy. So you're trying to expand into this territory, which is where? Oh, over here. Oh, yeah, you can have troops. That's fine. I was just checking he wasn't getting too close to us. Eudoxius comes of age. Even as a child, he always had a way with words. It is therefore unsurprising he's taken well to the study of diplomatic relations. A true silver tongue, he could sway the opinions of counts and kings alike. When he speaks, the court listens in enraptured silence. Great eminence, the best diplomacy education someone can get. Great news. Absolutely great news. Okay. He can marry. Well, it's pretty much the same list. I mean, it is the same list, except now there's only 4 on it. I mean, I guess it's you, right? Yeah, it's probably the wandering Coptic Nubian person, because we don't really have anyone else who's like a good choice, unless we're going to marry you to Euphemia from a hugely long named family. Yeah, you can marry her, sure. Why not? It's a little prestige loss, but that's fine. Right. We're not really worried about prestige in general, but... Right. We have arrived back at our court. Wonderful. They've married. And then what we want to do is we want to reset... Well, yeah, it doesn't matter if I reset this to default. I'm going to load a filter. Unmarried courtiers. I just want to check here. Yep, so... Can't marry. Well, could marry, but I'm not doing matrilineal marriages for either of them. Eunuch. Free, or bishop. Betrothed. Alright then. We could potentially try inviting people to our court. I never do that, but it might be worth it. Maybe we should invite some able-bodied men to court. Sure, let's do that. Let's see what we can get. Right. I need some new people in court, some new blood. You have arrived as a guest. Does it cost me anything to recruit? I get stressed if I recruit you. Well, that's fine. I'm really just trying to get people in my court. I need to do work off some stress. So let's take a general opinion hit. Oh, friendly competition. Sometimes it's hard to find motivation to remain consistent when exercising by myself. I could try to find myself a partner who would then not only motivate me on bad days, but also be someone that I can compare myself to and track my own progress. What sort of companion would suit me most? Someone I can look up to, someone who can keep me on my toes, perhaps someone I know I should never aspire to be. So we can try and do something with Yosef here. Watching Marcos struggle will be motivating, or no need for companionship when training. I don't really want to make a rival at this time. Let's just lower my stress a little bit. Alright, am I going to take a huge amount of stress for recruiting you? Yep. Seclude myself. So basically what I'm saying is I would really like to invite this guy to be in my court. However, I need to go for a run, and then I need to sit in a room by myself to clear my mind. Then I can invite him. As I slowly move into my quiet chamber, I find myself completely alone. I breathe in deeply, and out. The servants have been ordered not to let anyone disturb me, no matter what happens. As my shoulders relax, I know this is exactly what I needed. Okay, huge hit. But now we can recruit him. I was just checking that didn't take away the stress, but no, it doesn't. Do I want to pay him money or do I want to pay him influence? That's 2 months influence versus 1 month's money. Although, I'll pay him influence, that's fine. We don't use it as much. I should probably try and put my children in charge of something. When's the next one? You're 4. So we should probably have a look at our children, try and get them in charge of like our title. Or decide which one of these children we want to be our successor. It's probably Eudoxius out of these options. Although 18, 10, 16, 10, 13. Actually, David's got better like stats across the board. Yeah, Eudoxius' stats are a little bit like subpar in some of them. However, we are going to mentor them in governorship because I forgot that we were going to do that. I can do this, right? But where's mentor? Yeah, mentor and governance because there's no reason not to. Yeah. Yeah, and then their stats will look better. Let's mentor them in governance, and then we'll see what their stats look like afterwards. Cool. A secret exposed. My fellow vassal, Romanos, has accused my nephew, Ionis, of having an extramarital affair with his lover, Nicoletta. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? That is shocking. Shocking. Although I guess he did learn from his grandfather. But yes, shocking. God will judge these sinners, this fornicator. We're not quite as zealous as our father, so... In fact, we're not zealous in the slightest, so we should be fine. We'll let him away with that. Hans can marry Justina. Sure. Hans has come out with, like, truly just a bog standard, average across the board education. Like, there is no standout stat. Everything is set to 9, including prowess. Well, I mean, apart from his martial. His martial is like, I'm a little bit better at martial, but everything else is just like bog standard 9. Okay. I don't think I set this up, but I mean, that's fine. I probably said yes to it or something. I think I did say yes to that one, actually. It's fine. Mentor and governance, sure. And now we chill. Because there's not anything for us to urgently do, which is fine. Adventurer landed. You've been landed up here. Okay, child benefits from spouse's tutelage. Nice, so you're going to do a little bit better. A huge pile of money. Is there anything I can do over here now? Yeah, you're still not really... You're not really earning us anything yet because you've got huge negatives. So this will go away in 4 years. And then... yeah, then this will hopefully be gone mostly by then as well. I guess if I have logging camps, I should probably upgrade those and then upgrade the trade port. It's probably like slightly better to do that because then I'll get the money from doing this, and then I'll also get the building construction time off the next one. Probably doesn't matter. I'm not going to build like on the cooldown, but that's fine. Whatever. Right. Our estate. Do we have anything we can upgrade? I could upgrade the thing here. Gives us 10% governor efficiency, which means nothing for our current character. I might as well upgrade it while we're here. Yeah, because our current character's maxed out in governorship. Like, they're just incredibly good. They're so far above the level that they need to be at. Where are we looking at here? We are 350 away, which means that we are... Plus 10 months to get to 150, 20 months to get 300, so 30 months away. Okay, 30 months away. It's not too bad. Just under 3 years, and we'll be controlling, assuming we do nothing, when we do have 3 buildings going, which is going to give us an extra 60. So, it's not bad. That'll save us 4 months. Okay. Architectural experience. Ah, right, yeah, this is something that someone was saying about this. Apparently if you have them on these things, it will then cause them to get these bonuses, which are effectively permanent bonuses to their modifiers. So they just gain a, like, +1, which then, of course, increases the amount that they give you. So it is kind of better to have them on there. I don't know if you can get multiple ones of these or whether you're meant to like switch them around and then you can get them all, but anyway, it's fine for now. Another person has arrived at my court. I'd love to recruit you. I'm too stressed though. We'll see what we can do later. Also, the first person I recruited, I should have married off. Yeah, you probably can't marry using my marriage 1 filter. Let's see what we got here. So, what are we thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking here. Let's first of all go like maximum age. How old are you? You're 22. Yeah, the maximum age 35. That cuts out a bunch of people at the top end. Say a maximum of a 10-year. Well, if I just do a 10-year difference, I don't need that on anyway. 26. Let's say they're an adult. I don't want to do a betrothal for you. Let's say they have to be healthy. That didn't do anything. I'd prefer them be my religion, just to not cause any issues. And there we go. We got 13 people. There's no real, like, standouts among them. Some of all skills. Yeah, you can marry this person. You're apparently a caravan master, so maybe you'll be a good caravan master for us. We'll see. Right, let's do it. Right, so, caravan master? We got a couple of averages, although Hans was there anyway. Yeah, so she was average at it. She's craven, that's her main problem. I wonder if I put Hans in here, whether he can get any benefits towards that. He does kind of hate us just in general, though. I'm going to put Hans in as our caravan master, and we'll see what we can do there. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, somebody was asking as well previously. I just remembered because I saw Antiquarian. That's where my mind's made the connection. Yeah, the Bloodblade is like objectively terrible. It lowers our prowess by 1 and gives us no prestige per month. It is just truly awful. But in its defense, it was improved by a skillful weaponsmith from a -2 to a -1. Which, by the way, according to the game's edition, if you have -2 and you add 2 to it, you get -1. So, interesting, like, you know, interesting adding that we had going on there. Lige's war ended. She won her war against Jarl Refr of the Northman army. Great, love to hear it. Overdue taxes, governance. High tier overdue taxes. Let's go. To launch an investigation. You know, that's interesting. We got 2 level 3s. I'm wondering if we're only getting level 3s because we're higher up in governor. And maybe if your stats are going to be bad anyway, you don't want to be higher in governor. Nah, that can't be right. It must be related to something else. It must be related to... I don't know. I have no idea what it's related to. I'm trying to remember what it was in Adventurers it was related. It was related to, like, your... progress, maybe, on Adventurers? I was trying to think like, your progress through, like, the Adventurer missions. I think that was how it chose, like whether you got higher tier stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Maybe it was level of fame. Maybe it was level of fame. But our level of fame isn't there, so it can't be that. Maybe it's influence for us. I don't know, but we're only at like the first level. I have no idea. I'm just guessing. My clerks insist that a village in Zakynthos is significantly behind with their taxes. Be it a serious neglect to my duty to ignore the matter, the ledgers make it clear taxes are missing, shipments were never sent. At the moment, the cause of these omissions is unknown. The matter may be one for officials or for soldiers. Let's launch an investigation. Do I need a mountaineer for this? No. Yes. Actually, you know what? No, I do not need a mountaineer for this. I have solved the problem of going over the mountain by not going over the mountain. I will hire experienced captains, though, to make this a very, very safe trip. Let's go. Success! We have mentored our son David in governorship, which also gets a 60 influence. I didn't know it. I probably did know, but I forgot that it did that. Cool. Wonderful. I can now mentor my next child in this and then see what their stats look like. I know they're going to be +2 to all of the stats, but I want to see what it looks like and then can I get like a feel of how good they are, just to be like, okay, So now we've got this, and if I look at this stat line, I generally get good feelings, right? That's kind of what I'm looking for. So I just, you know, want to look at the stat line and then go, does that look like a good stat line? Is that the character I really want to play? So, we'll see. Overdue taxes. My entourage struggles along an ill-maintained country path amidst scattered lilies and the occasional goat. My destination, the tax-owing village, really is quite rustic and quite unremarkable, despite being not a day's journey from Zakynthos proper. A few of the locals, dressed in their distinctive traditional garb, have gathered at the village centre and welcome peaceably, though without warmth. I must consider how to approach my investigation. Look around or inquisitive method? We'll look around because our stewardship gives us 100% success. Taking stock of every pig, every stalk of barley, every homespun blanket, and clay pot has yielded a good estimate of the taxes these serfs ought to pay. Some unexplained oversight, unintentional or intentional, seems to be the cause of this village's failure to pay their dues, but one task remains: deciding how to best remedy the situation. Okay, we increased development level by 1. That is incredible. What's the development growth currently? It is 82. I don't think we'd keep the growth, so in theory that 82% development growth is kind of wasted because we're getting 18% development growth effectively, but it is going up at 0.2 per year, which is very slow. 10 years in debt? Is that for you? I could give you some money. I could fix that issue. Okay. And I'd get some money. And I'd get some influence. The influence might actually push us over the edge, right? Not quite, but almost. Station a garrison here. Okay, or tax relief. Yeah, I'll take this one. Let me just check. Did it keep its development growth? It did. Oh wow, it keeps the development growth as well. That's actually incredible, because that's actually even more valuable. Because the 82% on the previous development is not as valuable as the 82% on this development because of... I'm trying to figure out why this... Yes, because it's getting a lower bonus from adjacent holdings, I think. Yeah, from neighbors bonus, I think, is probably lower. So it's actually getting less... Like, the development is going up slower than it was previously, because the lower development you are, the more bonuses you get from your neighbors, right? So, because it's higher, it's now going to go up slower, which now means that that 82 growth is effectively double what it was worth on the previous development. So that's good. I'm going to fix his problems with his money. He's 10 years in debt. We can immediately fix that by giving him enough money to get out of debt, which gets rid of 70% negative. Also, it'll make him like us slightly. That's a very annoying amount of money. Okay, I need to wait 1 month. Because you can only give money in the amount it says, and because it's slightly less than he has in debt, I need to give him two lots of it. Which, 1 means it's going to cost us a huge amount of money, and 2 means I need to do it like this. There we go. So he is now out of debt, which should mean that that will go away. That minus 70. Well, wait a second. Did that go away? Yeah, now it's going up by 0.4, which is much better. Yeah, that's a much more reasonable amount. Cool. We've arrived back. We got some more traveler experience. We're getting along the wanderer track. Good. Okay, so where are we with this? 0%. Wonderful. It's still at 0, huh? Well, it's getting there. I suppose we haven't held it for 4 years. We've only held it for 2 years, so yeah. Once we've held it for 4 years, it will have gone up by 1.2. It's a slow running thing. We're really looking for this boost. Like, this boost is doing a lot of work for us. Yeah. We'll see, anyway. Actually, you know what I should also do? Before I forget. I should also probably convert it to Orthodox. It won't necessarily help us with the, like, cultural acceptance, but it will make it Orthodox, which would be nice. And I guess if enough Lombardy provinces become Orthodox, then it will actually help us, but Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to get enough unless the Basilius decides that they're going to try and, you know, take a large chunk out of some land over there. We're not really going to get enough Lombardy land. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at West Francia there thinking, that's massive. It's absolutely massive. It is a huge chunk of land. Not as massive as Banu Sama. Banu Sama is actually scary because usually one of the problems with India, at least if you're like, I shouldn't say one of the problems, but one of the things that India does a lot is it usually splits into lots of like kingdoms about this size. The reason I say problems is because every time I get over here, I'm doing a world conquest because I never interact with it otherwise. So these large kingdoms with huge amounts of power are very annoying to me. So that's why I'm saying problems. But usually you get giant kingdoms with a ton of power, and then they kind of just sit there for a while, maybe taking one province off each other every now and again. And they never really expand outside of India because they're all kept in check by their neighbors. Him doing this means that none of his there is nobody to keep him in check. So at some point, he could, in theory, go crazy with expansion and like start taking over tons and tons and tons and tons of land. Potentially. I don't know, we'll need to see. Actually, also, wait a second. You're not of an Indian faith either. So what could also happen is that all the individual Indian faiths that usually exist down here are instead going to be all underneath the Ashari banner of faith, which means that actually it could make this a lot more united, and then it would make the Crusades a lot more difficult. Okay. I'm just going through the consequences here. So if they do a crusade, these guys would then come and join the crusade. So even if this fractures at this point, we're going to have a bunch of this religion down here. So even if it fractures, the religion is going to stay. So they'll then join against the Crusades, making the Crusades even weaker than they usually are. Potentially making a jihad that's called Succeed. But the problem is they usually call the jihads against this bit of land. So that might mean the Byzantine Empire weaker. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if that's actually going to play out that way. I don't know. What will probably happen is that Nubia will become a conqueror, and then it will just like spread across the world. How many conquerors do we have right now? We have 4. Oh, we got new ones. So we knew about you two. We have Sibir up here, which doesn't appear to be doing very well. And then Turgay here, which has a lot of troops for the area and for the size of it, but yeah, hasn't really done anything yet. Cool. Anyway, I was ending the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.